Welcome back to the third season of the official podcast of WCD, this World Congress of Dermatology, which will be held next in Singapore in 2023. I am Dr. Etienne Wang from the National Skin Centre of Singapore, and I will be your host for this podcast. You can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pocket Casts, and wherever else you get your podcasts. In this podcast, I speak with dermatologists and skin researchers from all over the world to talk about all things dermatology, and please be reminded that the abstract submission deadline has been extended to November 4th for the WCD, and please visit wcd2023singapore.org for more details. For this episode, I'm headed to Peru for the third World Skin Summit to speak to ILDS board members and other dermatologists on the upcoming WCD. My first interview is with Professor Henry Lim, who is the chair of the WSS. Okay, so I'm here at the reception for the third WSS World Skin Summit with Dr. Henry Lim, the chair of the WSS. Hi, Henry.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, good. And tell us more about the WSS. What do you hope to achieve with this conference?
This is an important conference for ILDS. Essentially, this is a conference of invited leaders of our member society. They get together, and tomorrow we will have workshops, we will have plenary sessions to discuss the various issues, the various challenges that dermatologists around the world are facing, so that we can learn from each other, we can inform each other, and also it would help the ILDS to develop the strategy for the next few years, for the next 4 years, based on the input. So this is a very important conference. I'm very much looking forward to the conference.
And so this thing about global dermatology is quite a theme in the WSS.
Yeah.
To the normal everyday dermatologist, how do you think this impacts them?
In a sense that the dermatology around the world, we all face the same problem, meaning to take care of patients with skin diseases, to take care of them well. But obviously, there are different types of diseases in different parts of the world. There are different healthcare systems that we all have to deal with in different parts of the world. There are different access to medication. There are different access to technology around the world. So I think that is the important part of this conference, to bring everybody together so that we can exchange ideas based on our unique circumstances in our own practice, in our own country, how to develop to deliver very good dermatology care with our own unique limitations and so on.
Okay, that's very interesting and very wide-ranging. Yes. I look forward to listening to the talks and the workshops in the next few days, and I'll keep reporting on what we learned at this conference.
Thank you very much. We all are looking forward to go to Singapore.
Oh, yes,
the World Congress.
For the World Congress.
Yes,
thank you, Henry. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm here now with Claire Fuller. Claire, if you remember, you were actually my first ever guest.
Yes, it was a great pleasure.
on my podcast.
And it's lovely to see you.
Yeah, and it's so nice to catch up with you. In the episode that we spoke about global dermatology and your passion for that. And now we're at the WSS, the third WSS, the World Skin Summit. Tell us how the World Skin Summit serves global dermatology.
Well, I think global health dermatology is really served well here because it's bringing together all the leaders who are interested and compassionate about the issues that face skin health worldwide together to help the ILDS inform its next strategy for the next 4 years. And what I've already discovered, we've got people from the WHO Neglected Tropical Diseases Department joining us for the first time here at the World Skin Summit because they really, really recognise how important skin is for skin NTD classification and diagnosis. So that's really great. What else is great? The enthusiasm and appreciation that actually skin health is global health, understanding how important diagnosing skin disease is for achieving universal health coverage. So it's really, really exciting and lots of opportunities. We're also cementing our relationships with GLODERM, the International Alliance for Global Health Dermatology, that I think I shared with you previously, and we've just launched our mentorship program for training global health leaders, and I've made a connection here with somebody who's leading the Global Albinism Alliance, and we've got a project looking at reducing skin cancer in people with albinism in tropical Africa, sub-Saharan Africa, and that connection with the patients is going to be really, really important.
Oh wow, that's amazing. And can you just tell us, maybe a little bit of a prelude, what do you think the next few obstacles for the ILDS are in the next few years when it comes to global dermatology?
I think the main obstacles for global health dermatology is finding enough people on the ground in a coordinated fashion to be able to make a really big difference. And I think we need to think very strategically how we harness the enthusiasm and connect people together in an effective community that can really increase skin health worldwide because we're acting together.
Okay, great, thank you. And now I'm here with Miss Jennifer Austin. She's the CEO of Global Skin. Tell us more about Global Skin.
Okay, sure. Okay, so Global Skin is short for the long name, which is International Alliance of Dermatology Patient Organizations. And as the name suggests, we're an alliance of nearly 200 patient organizations in dermatology, representing over 65 countries and more than 55 disease areas in dermatology.
Tell me more about your presence here at the World Skin Summit.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, we're really excited to be here. There's a delegation of patient organizations from around the world that are members of Global Skin that are here. I was actually part of the organizing committee for the World Skin Summit, and we talked a lot about patient involvement. And part of the reason that that's so important is to get that perspective included in the kind of high-level discussions that will be happening at this meeting about how to promote the field of dermatology and how to have more patient perspective in the work that's being done in dermatology. And so these patient organizations that are here can really help to bring that perspective of many patients that they represent, and we have many different diseases that are represented from the representatives of these organizations that have come from around the world to be here.
That is really inspiring. I think patients do need to have a voice because in the end it is we are serving the patients, right? So can you give us an example of which organizations are here at the World Skin Summit?
Okay, yes. So we have the Global Organization for Albinism that's here. We also have we have two psoriasis organizations, one from Argentina and one from Vietnam. We also have the International Alliance of Pemphigus and Pemphigoid diseases, and we do have a couple of Peruvian organizations that will also be here. So yeah, it's a great delegation.
Were they also involved in the last two skin summits?
No.
This is the first time?
This is the first time, yes. So we're really excited to have this inclusion. And on the program, there are a number of different opportunities to learn about patient organizations and the role that they play in supporting patients, because they can be a really important contributor to the care of patients, which helps dermatologists. Dermatologists are so busy, they have so many patients in so little time. Patient organizations can really fill in some of the gaps around educating patients about their diseases, connecting them with other patients who are experiencing similar journeys in living with their disease. And this can be really helpful to that overall care provider situation where everyone's working together to help that patient.
And of course, advocacy as well. I think a lot of patient support groups in America especially are very central in getting certain drugs approved or fast-tracked with the FDA.
That's very true, yes. And some of our patient organizations are quite new to that. But some of them are very experienced, and it's been great to see the work that they're doing. They can really have a significant impact, in bringing the patient perspective into the conversation, because policymakers and decision makers want to know what the patient experience is, and only the patients can bring that through obviously their own representation or through a patient organization that they work with. So yeah.
Oh, wow, that's great. Well, I look forward to seeing what the patients have to say at this Skin Summit.
That's terrific. Yeah, thank you for asking for us to share our perspectives.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay, I'll catch you around.
Great.
Okay, so now I'm here with Mr Tran Huong Troung, who is part of the Vietnam Psoriasis Network. Hi, tell us more about yourself.
Okay, my name is Chen, and we have a group of people are living with psoriasis in Vietnam. It's a quite big number. We have about 3 million people living with psoriasis in Vietnam. We count 3% of the population.
Wow.
We founded it almost 10 years ago, and at the moment we have World Psoriasis Day. Is the October 29th, and we try to invite people who are living with psoriasis come to our association, and we share experiences. And you know that we try to give hope to the people who are living with psoriasis and to support them to find good doctors.
What is access to dermatology care for psoriasis patients in Vietnam like? Is it easy for all the patients to get a good dermatologist or a dermatologist at all?
You know that we have in Vietnam we have dermatology society. Frankly, to say that it's not easily to find a good dermatologist in around the country because most of the people are living in the cities. But the remote area, the people are very difficult.
So, for example, for psoriasis, something like phototherapy is not available for a majority of
You're
patients.
You're right. Because the phototherapy is one very. We need to have big equipment
and very frequent as well.
And we make the podcast, we make the video.
Yes, tell us more about your podcast.
Yes.
Do you host a podcast?
Yes.
You're the host?
Yeah.
And what's your podcast name?
It's the name the Dermatology and Health.
In health. Okay.
Yeah, in Vietnam we say that. But it's all in Vietnamese. And every week we make the one podcast every week. We invite the dermatologist talking to answer question with the patient need.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does it mean for you to be here at the Third World Skin Summit?
You know that from this year, IMDS try to listen from the patient area,
Patient perspective.
And that's why the Global Skin invites, and we come here on behalf of the patient association.
Yes.
Yeah.
It must mean a lot to you.
Yes, and we try to bring our voice to the conference.
Great.
So people know about what we need.
Great. Well, it was amazing talking to you. I hope to hear a lot more from you throughout the conference.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. And now I'm here with Professor Thomas Luger, who is a senior consultant at the University of Münster, and also the chairman of the bidding committee for the next WCD, which is going to be in 2027.
Right.
2027. Hi, welcome to Peru.
Pleasure to be here.
Yeah. You're actually bidding on behalf of 3 countries. Is that right?
That's right, yes.
Tell us more about that.
Well, actually, we decided in 2019 already to bid for the World Congress and to do it together with Austria and Switzerland. So it's so 3 countries are bidding for the World Congress. And we thought that basically Europe, and in particular Munich, which is in the center of Europe, is the excellent place for that. And Munich also has a big history of dermatology, and it's a nice city, and there are possibilities of excursions to many nice places in the surrounding of Munich and also in Austria and Switzerland. And dermatology has a big history in Austria, Germany, and also in Switzerland.
Yes. So, how confident are you in the bid?
Well, actually, if you ask me that, I'm very enthusiastic about that. And I really hope that we're going to make it. And if we make it, this is going to be, I would say, an unforgettable event for every attendee in terms of science, in terms of clinics, and also in terms of fun.
Oh, you haven't been to Singapore yet? We're going to do that next year.
Yeah, I know that.
Well, okay, so I wish you good luck in your bid.
Thank you.
Thank you for the chocolate.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
It's a pleasure.
Okay, thank you. And now I'm here with Professor Jorge Ocampo Candiani, who is the president of the bid for Guadalajara for the WCD in 2027. Well, I guess welcome to Peru, Prof Jorge.
Yes, we are really happy to be here, and we're really happy to bid again for the World Congress. I know that the next World Congress in Singapore is going to be a great meeting, and we are expecting to receive a lot of people from Asia, from Europe, from America, in Guadalajara, Mexico. Guadalajara is the second largest city of Mexico, with a lot of culture, a lot of people that want to join all the people from different parts of the world. We are very open, we're very friendly.
Yeah, and the food in Mexico I hear is amazing.
Oh, the food is amazing. It's a very good cuisine. We have a different kind of, it depends on the region where you are. We have like 20 types of different cuisine. It's great food, and you have a good drinks like tequila or mezcal people will love it too to have it.
How many times have you bid for the WCD?
That's our second bid.
Second bid?
Last time we were second. After
us?
was Singapore, and then Guadalajara, and we have other bidders that were great, like Brazil, like Australia. So we are ready to bid again.
And this time I hear it's just a 2-horse race.
Yes,
Yeah.
only
So
race.
there's a high chance that Guadalajara might follow Singapore again.
Yeah, we hope so. We are very excited. We are ready to host all the people. We are very friendly, very open. We like good food, good drinks, and people that can enjoy Mexico City. Mexico City and Guadalajara. Then we have another big cities with a lot of culture, like Cancun, like Tulum, like Puerto Vallarta, that we can have and host different tastes of Mexico. We have beaches, we have Maya ruins, we have Azteca ruins, we have a lot of things.
That sounds very exciting. I look forward to that, and I wish you very good luck in your bid.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
I'll see you in Singapore, then in Guadalajara.
Yes, okay. Thank you very much for your time, Prof. Okay,
Pleasure.
thank you. Yep, that's all. Thank you. Thank you for joining us on another episode of the official podcast of the WCD. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram at WCD Singapore, and check out the WCD website, wcd2023singapore.org, for more updates and content on the WCD. At that website, you can find links to register for the WCD and submit your abstracts for next year's WCD. And until next time, stay safe and use sunblock.